love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me.
Hello, Miami. Thank you so much for watching 305 Sports Now. I am your host, Will, and this is my second attempt at recording, as I recorded this morning. It didn't work out very well as I could not hear myself, but I'm back. I'm happy. I'm glad you guys are joining me today, and I have to pretty much announce that later on tomorrow, I'm recording tonight, but tomorrow at noon, I will be airing my interview with Canes insider Gio Milian. I'm really excited to have him on the show. It's his first time on 305 Sports Now, so I'm really excited about that. So I am on location, all right, but I had to do an episode. I had to talk about this. I had to talk about the battle between Milton and American Heritage as two Canes commit and possibly one future Canes commit as well. But I want to focus on the two guys that have verbally agreed with Miami Hurricanes. Just showed out, all right? Just showed out. Luke Nickel, yes, Luke Nickel, who leads the number one team in the state of Georgia, Milton High School, went over and defeated American Heritage by a score. I believe it was 37-28. Anybody, if I'm mistaken, just comment in the comment section. Let me know if I'm off a little bit. But Luke Nickel threw for almost 300 yards. Right, had 2 touchdown passes to lead his team to a 2-0 start over in Georgia State football. But the guy I really want to talk about as well is Malachi Toney. Malachi Toney, who is a 2026 commit for the Canes wide receiver, balled out as well. Luke balled out, class of 2025. Malachi Toney, class of 2026, just flat out studs all over the place. But I want to first talk about Luke and break down Luke a little bit. Luke was an absolute beast in that game. Luke Nickel was dropping dimes right all over the place when he had an opportunity and when he was asked to drop dimes. I mean, in terms of his poise, in terms of his pocket presence, in terms of his ability to make things happen with his legs a bit as well. Luke was able to put the ball in perfect location for CJ Wiley, right, as well, who is an FSU commit, if I'm not mistaken. So he put the ball in perfect location for his team, as well. So I was just very proud of what I saw with Luke. Yeah, so he was just dropping dimes to CJ Wiley, and of course his running back ran really well, so it helped balance out the offense quite a bit against American Heritage, who is a top 10 football team, guys. American Heritage, I believe, was ranked 9th in the country at the time when they took on Milton. I don't have the numbers in front of me. I also aren't able to give you real clear stats because Max Preps did not update their website as far as that game in particular. So between American Heritage and also and Milton. And I'm going to criticize ESPN as well because the game was on ESPN, but I couldn't find the stats either on ESPN. So I'm just going off of what I saw in terms of watching the highlights of the game. But Luke Nickel was just, again, dropping dimes, pocket presence, being able to find the open receiver. CJ Wiley, his top receiver, looked really good in that game as well. So they both complement each other real well. So the Canes are in good hands with Luke Nickel. Luke Nickel is going to be the next Canes great. No shade on Emory Williams or Reese Poffenbarger once Cam Ward graduates either. I mean, Emory could be the next Ken Dorsey. I don't know. But what I've seen from Luke, he's already mature beyond his years. So I have to give him credit for that. And I have to say I'm also irritated with the fact that not every single college football website that covers recruiting has given this guy his 4th star. I mean, come on. What else does Luke have to prove that he is a star quarterback in the future in the Power 4 conference? I mean, he's it. All right, and with the receivers the Canes have as well, and Malachi Toney coming after as well, he is going to be the next Cane great quarterback. I just believe it. Bar none, he's going to be the next Cane great quarterback. He's already showing it in high school. It's just going to transition very well into the collegiate level. Malachi Toney, I don't usually cover 2026 because it's a little far into the future for me. I start going into 2026 after, the 2025 class is pretty much signed. But the bottom line is, Malachi Toney is a beast. Listed at 5'9". He was a baller in that game. He was catching everything thrown to him by Diabell. He was making guys miss. He was able to find the right spacing in terms of holes when they ran like a zone defense in coverages. He was difficult to tackle as well. He kind of reminded me of Vernell Brown in that capacity. The fact that he plays bigger than what his height displays. I mean, so he was just a baller. I'm really excited. He caught a really beautiful touchdown pass thrown to him by Diabell in that game as well. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited what the future holds again for the Canes. If we could hold his commitment, it's very far off 2026. Mario doesn't usually have guys decommit on him. Mario's very good at keeping guys, for the tenure. Usually when they decommit, something else happens or something happens or whatever the case is. But it's usually, in many cases, it's mutual, the decommitment. But the bottom line is, though, Mario, when he wants a guy, they tend to latch on and stay. Because, again, it's just the recruiting tactics that Mario uses, which are good tactics of just basically showing the athlete that they care about them and still maintaining a relationship. And as long as Kevin Beard is also the wide receivers coach at the U, I don't see Malachi Toney going anywhere. But this kid has got great hands, great footwork. He has some power as well. So, again, very happy as well that he is a Canes commit. And lastly, just to talk about this young man as well, Byron Lewis from American Heritage, another guy, was running over guys from Milton as well. Very difficult to bring down. Catching the ball in the backfield, solid hands. Reminds me a bit of Willis McGahee, the way he's able to catch the football, pass protect, and he's able to elude tacklers, break tackles, and also run away from guys. He seems to be, from what I've heard, a Florida State lean. My sources that cover recruiting and have also interviewed him, they have no clue where he's going either, but he seems to be a Florida State lean. I really hope, and I really say this, I really hope that Mario is able to lock this kid in. I really am, because I know we have Gerard Pringle, and he's been balling right now in Armwood. I get it. And I know that because of the running back core that we have in terms of depth, we may not need a second running back this recruiting cycle. But I know Mario likes to have that thunder and lightning combination. He's done it the last 2 recruiting cycles, and I'm sure he wants to do it again. If we can get this young man, that is another dominant force running the football between the tackles and outside if need be that Miami is going to acquire. Jordan Lau has been killing it in practice, and I think Jordan Lau is going to be a stud for the Canes. Imagine bringing Byron Lewis as well, following Jordan Lau. Who is going to stop this team running the football? Who is going to beat this team up in the trenches? I mean, who's going to want to tackle these guys, especially in the fourth quarter of football games? Nobody. So I really do hope that the loss to Florida State against Georgia Tech, and if Miami's able to beat, because I know he's committing in September, is able to beat Florida and show progress for the future, I hope that changes Byron Lewis's mind and he does commit to Miami Hurricanes, because this is a Mario Cristobal Miami Hurricane type of back, right? Physical, powerful, strong, and competitive. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you heard, please do not forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that share button, guys. Once again, I will stay safe. God bless you soon. Go Canes, guys. Bye-bye.